Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Railroads Online. And in this episode, we have loaded 3 cars full of beams and 1 full of lumber. And the goal would be to deliver these to, there's the lumber, and we've got the 3 cars of beams. The goal is to deliver these to the every place that needs them, and just focus on this one run. So everything's loaded up, and we have about a half thing full of water. You can walk right into the boiler, so it's probably time pretty soon to get some water, but that should be enough to get us going. We're a little bit low on wood, so next time we get a chance we'll pick up some firewood, but our boiler is full, steam is good, and we're going to go ahead and get rolling. And this needs beams, and so we can take it right off the front here next to us and be on our merry way. What we want to do here is go ahead and build a telegraph office. These again are free, so we'll put it right up here. Boop. So this will now be show up on the map as T for telegraph office, and also allows you to teleport. T for teleport also. Oh, lumber is actually the last car. So I was, let's go up and take a closer look at that. I'm surprised it let me. There was, I think I got away with a little bit of, may cause future derailments, I don't know. So we need to get even with the very last car here and unload some lumber. So, had a nice time building a trestle up to the refinery. So we've got kind of a cool little ravine we're going to snake our way through, and then it's quite an elevation. That's a slight elevation gain, so we had to do a long trestle up to the refinery. Now the refinery will accept steel pipes, lumber, crude oil, and oil barrels, but it does not, that I could tell, it does not give you anything to pick up. There were no cranes and no loading dock. So we're just going to run through there and drop off some lumber. It's a really good idea to visit the location you're trying to build to first. This is the iron ore mine, and it's another location to drop off beams. You can also drop off lumber, and there's the name of the place, iron ore mine. And then I guess it comes out of this chute, and you can load it up into the appropriate car. There's iron ore. Right now there's 0 of 290, so it needs to manufacture that. I assume once you drop off the lumber and the beams, that seems like a weird thing to need to be able to make iron ore. Not really sure, but apparently so. But I was building up and over this mountain, and there's the there's the mountain, and there's no way I can get down into this from that direction. And if you look at the map, I'm coming, basically trying to do a nice little S-curve all the way down to the refinery, and then just right up here to the iron ore mine and down to the coal mine. That's how I thought it was going to work. Another note to developers, it'd be nice to be able to zoom in, zoom out with the mouse wheel on this map, so you can really look at the topography just a little bit better. Because I already built track, I don't know how many miles this direction, but I don't think I can make it up and over that hill or down any crack, or it's just way too steep. And then they give you this little hint. So you look across the valley, and there is this, what almost looks like a paved road. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, there's my hint. I'm supposed to be going right there. It goes from the mine basically all the way down that valley. But that changes my strategy. That means basically I need to be building. You can see the road here all the way, and it ends up here and then circles down to the smelter. So that changes the entire direction of things. Whoo, okay, well, after some work, some serious work, several lines built. That coming down that mountain was not easy, and I changed the route several times from each direction. So I've just finished coming down, and you can see I've got this other track over here that comes down, and we split right here. I was going to do a switch, but the angle and the height was different, so it just made more sense just to run down until we were flat, and then once we're flat, we put a switch in. Have room for all your cars to make it through. No, those aren't cars. Yeah, there's one car there. Nope, that's a dock. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and push forward until we're even. Let's see here. That's kind of cool. I wish I could change my view other than running forward. But let's just go ahead and put our brakes on here for a second and go take a look at where we're at. So we've got to be, this is lumber, and then we've got beams. So, and in order, unfortunately they're just the opposite. So this is lumber and those are beams, but we can still get there. So we'll go ahead and break off and so there's another, oh, let's be smart about this. Not rail. As I was saying, make sure you've got extra track, and I don't. So if I have to get to the beam car, which is the second car, that means the lumber car has to be past it, and I do not have a lot of room at all. I'm going to try to curve it just to gain a little bit of extra. We'll take this tree out, and then we'll put, I don't even think I have room for a bumper. You always want a bumper. Yeah, I don't have room. I'm going to hit that rock, I guess. But we're just going to have to put the lumber car past the beams. Just the way it is. I do not want to have to juggle switching those around. So, all right, brake off. Power on. Not so fast, though. Let's just take a look at this. We're going to be careful here. As soon as the beams are close, we want to power down, brake on, make sure that we're beams. Yep, right. Oh, come back. Right there. There we go. Okay. So, unloading beams. Number should go up, which it is. And let's just see how much room we had. We had good amount of room there. That's awesome. So once those are unloaded, there were only 3. We want to back up to the lumber drop off. And that one should be pretty easy just to back up here a little bit. Almost coast to this one here. So it should be downhill just a bit. Now this is an iron ore mine, and so over here in those chutes, eventually, I guess it needs wood. I'm not sure why, but eventually when I come up here, if I have an iron ore car, I can pick up some iron ore and take those to where it belongs. So many more steps here that I have yet to accomplish. All right, that should be good. So I should be able to point at that, hit enter. It's going to unload my lumber. Excellent. And then what I want to happen eventually is iron ore. It shows 0 out of 290. So eventually I'll be able to, I think, yeah, sure enough. You can lower, oh, it says there is some. I guess I shouldn't lower it. It's making it already. Look at that, 9. Woo, okay, awesome. Well, that's good. We know it works, but I do not have a car to take the, excellent. So things are working as they should, so accomplished. So basically, woo, that was a lot of work. So let's take a quick look back. So from the freight depot, went to the logging camp, picked up logs and picked up cordwood, dropped off the logs at the sawmill. It made lumber and beams, but I went up to the smelter first to drop off the cordwood. I came back, picked up the beams and the lumber. Then I went down to the freight depot, oil field, ironworks, and refinery, and dropped off lumber and beams. And then tried to get up into the iron ore mine. It was too steep, so basically reversed, picked up some more lumber and beams at the sawmill, worked my way up to the smelter, and then spent a couple hours building track from the iron ore mine and in both directions down to the smelter. So now I can come into the smelter and then back up all the way to the iron ore mine to drop off beams and lumber and pick up iron ore. Woo! Only thing left is, as far as wood goes, the coal mine needs beams, and it looks like I'm going to need an entire new track. I don't think I can connect it any other way. Looks like I have to go all the way up this valley just for that one thing, and then of course I'll be able to pick up coal. So I'm almost done, but my first goal is to deliver wood everywhere that wood is needed, and the coal mine is next, but not in this episode. So for now, Mr. Johns is out.